Oh, I finally, can y'all hear me now? Man, I've been yakking all this time, and I just now saw that somebody said no sound. So hopefully, let me do a check here. Audio. Yep, yep. Okay. Yeah, the mic was muted. So nobody heard any of that. Okay. Yeah, see, man, what a delay because we've been going now for, this thing says 5 minutes. And I know counting the intro and all, maybe at least 4 minutes. And it's just now somebody saying no sound. Okay, maybe y'all thought it was y'all. Okay, well, trust me, I was saying good morning to all y'all. That's what I was doing. So, Mary Mallory's in the house. Yeah, no sound. Yeah. Okay. Ryan Ballard's here this morning. How you doing? See, I see the timestamp on where Dave says no sound. His timestamp's 9:03, so it takes that long for y'all's thing to show up over here. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I'm gonna skip all the no sounds because we should have sound now. Let's see. Let me get all the way down here. Y'all can hear me now. I'm pretty sure, right? Now we hear you. Okay. Yeah. See. All right. Man. Normally that mic mutes itself, and for some reason I clicked it thinking that it would automatically come back on, and I forgot to look. So my apologies, but you didn't miss anything. Just the usual chit chat. You did miss me saying that I'm calling this New Truck Tires Tuesday because I'm getting my new tires today. Great start to the day. Yeah, it's all downhill from here, buddy. I'm telling you. Okay. Steven says waiting for the hammer to drop. Yeah, you right in the path. Aren't you in Biloxi? I think, Steven. Uh, it could be a real mess down there. So everybody better heed the warnings. If they tell you to get out of Dodge, get out of Dodge. Troy says first time in 245 shows. Well, I didn't think of it like that. I probably screwed up other ways though in 245 shows. You really want to go back. And now, of course, with the sound on, you can probably hear Jack slurping. Hey, he just looks up at me like, what? Yeah. All right, so we got sound now. George says every one of Dave's shows is riveting. Uh, George, you might want to get a life. I'm just teasing. Of course they're riveting. Of course they are. Well, shoot, I'm trying to think of what all I said when y'all couldn't hear me. I was just talking about the old Sally there. Um, you probably didn't hear me say that Barbara lives in Milton, Florida. She moved there last year, and that's not too far from Pensacola. And I know she's not going to get the main blast, but she's on that east side with all the stuff. And from what I've always heard, the east side is the worst. It's worse than being on the west side of one of those things. So, yeah, Steven says Biloxi path keep changing every couple of hours. But yeah, last I heard, just before I walked in here, the lady doing the weather said that it looks like it's going to hit somewhere between Mobile and what's the other one down there? Nah, I can't remember now what she said. But between Mobile and something else to the west of that. That's what she said. But Yeah, and she's talking about how it's it's really dumping some rain and water because it's moving at like 2 mile an hour. We walk faster than that. So that's going to be the big thing. And of course, she's trying to project how it's going to affect the Atlanta area weather, and can't really, they got a lot of guesses, but they can't really tell for sure until she said once it hits, and then they see what it starts doing, then they can project it from there. Hey, there's Rob Schuster. How you doing, Rob? Good to see you. Hope all is well out there in Arizona. Yeah, she's gonna write it out. Well, I guess she is. She texted me last night, said she didn't know what, or she said she was hoping that they weren't gonna tell her to evacuate. So I think it's pretty much too late. She's already in it now. Whatever she's gonna get. Uh, Gary says he has family in Mobile and Fairhope. Yeah, I wish I could think of the name of that other thing. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, it was between Mobile and something. They said it was going to hit. So be keeping an eye on that today. Uh, the boys and I have already been out to the mailbox. So we got the flag up, ready for the mailman. My boys they just get so excited when the mailman comes, especially Jack. Rocky don't really, he just kind of plays along with Jack. But when Jack hears that, and he hears that truck before he starts barking, and there's nothing out there, and then you hear him come down here. He can hear it from around the corner, and you would think it was Santa Claus coming or something. The way Jack is, he just goes crazy. But loves that mailman. And I like my mailman too. I don't jump up and down, wag my tail or nothing, but he is a nice guy. But yeah, coffee sessions is live now. Got to run to the UPS store today. So that'll be another exciting 1.5 mile round trip for me. And then I'll go to my tire appointment after that. And sit around there. I hope since they're doing appointments and stuff that when I take it over there, I hope they just put it right in and put them on and get me in and out, because I hate sitting around those kind of places. I could go next door. They got a Cracker Barrel next door. I guess I could go over there and eat. Might think about that because it's going to be about lunchtime. Might do that. I just hate to go to that place eat by myself like that. That's why I always just drive up windows and stuff, get something, bring it home. But yeah, been playing around with my massa. If I move my head back there like that, you probably see it running back there. Got the had to blow the cobwebs out of it, man. It was dusty. It'd been sitting out under a shelf in my shop, and had to do a bunch of updates and I wasn't sure. I mentioned this the other day. I think I wasn't sure if you could just grab the latest update and put it in there, and it would catch up everything, or if you had to put them in there as it went. So since I wasn't sure, I just went ahead and took the time and did each one. But man, it took a while because I bet I had 20 updates, that little files they send. And I got my little CR20. What is it? 2032 or 3220? 2032, I think. That little battery that I needed, so I got that put in, and now that's all squared away, so I don't get the battery backup error. So yeah, maybe it was Biloxi, is what she said, between Biloxi and Mobile. I bet. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty big. And I guess I don't really notice if she, or didn't notice if she said it was hurricane status or is it still tropical storm. But either way, it's pretty big. Janet says she votes for eating at Cracker Barrel. I probably will, just um, because I don't want to sit. And the Cracker Barrel's right next, you know, probably within 75 yards of that place. It's kind of right next door. There's a little street that runs between it, but it dropped to Cat 1. Oh, so was it higher than that? I wasn't aware of that. I was thinking, I guess I just wasn't paying attention because I've been watching where it goes. Yeah, Gary says it's a hurricane. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, it's still hard for them to pinpoint exactly what it's going to do up this way. Um, but they're talking about, lots of rain. So we'll have flooding and stuff up here around here, I'm sure. And the problem with flooding, the stuff is, there's no place for the water to go. They pave everything. There's so much stuff built up. Water doesn't have anywhere to go. George says his mouth is watering thinking about Cracker Barrel. Okay, well, if there's anybody that's real knowledgeable about Cracker Barrel, tell me what their Tuesday lunch special is. I don't go there often enough to know. In fact, I haven't been. Last time I went was with Barbara, and she's been gone for so long that we haven't been back over there. Does my place flood? No, not really. It gets pretty soggy. And one thing I always worry about when we just get day after day after day of rain is I have so many big, tall trees. And when you get all that rain, it gets the ground saturated. I always worry about, the least little bit of wind kicks up and then trees might start falling over. But especially I've got one I really need to get it removed, but it's pretty close to the corner of the house where my bedroom is. So I always think about that when I'm laying in there at night. I'm like, man, that thing comes down, I'm just a squashed bug right there. And I probably should. All right, I just happened to see my phone light up here. But I just got 2 texts from Barbara. She says, "Good morning. I'm keeping an eye on the news. This is a very unpredictable storm." Yeah. Because I had sent her one this morning. I said, "Yeah, it looks like you're on the east side of Sally, and that's the worst one to be on." So all right. So there you go. Live update from Barbara in Milton, Florida. So let's see. I know. Let's see. I know where most of y'all. I've got a lot of Indiana folks. There's Doc Whitaker's in the house. How you doing, Doc? He's in Indiana. Janet's in Indiana. Gary, I think, is here in Georgia somewhere. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I see you got a lot of Michiganders here. Jeff is, I believe, Illinois. Darren, he's in Canada somewhere, I believe. But there are some folks there, Stephen and Jesse, that are right there in the path of Sally. Yeah, I got my electrical bill yesterday from Snapping Shoals, which is an EMC. And they're the ones that have the meeting, the annual business meeting. And that's how I won my truck, because every year they retire a vehicle from their fleet and they clean it up real good and stuff. And then that's the big prize, to try to get people to come to the meeting. Well, the meeting is always like the third Thursday in July. And of course, it was postponed. And now they always have this little flyer thing that they put in there. And it says now the annual meeting format is modified to drive through only. So I'm not sure how that works. But still going to be at the Georgia International Horse Park in Conyers. It's on a Tuesday. But it looks like instead of there's no mention of them retiring a truck. And usually they do that they've been doing it every year for, 25 or 30 years since I've been a member of them. But it says now all members who register will also be entered into a prize drawing for 75 $50 bill credits. So I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to get on their website, but because I might go. I like to go to that. I always like to go see if I can win another truck. But I think I used all my luck up on the first one. But sometimes they give away a little, sometimes I have big trucks like mine. It's a F-250. Other times they do Rangers, which they use for, I guess, meter reading and stuff like that. Let's see. Sandy's in Florida. Yeah, I think Sandy lives near Hitch though, and they're near Fort Myers, Naples area, I think. So I think they're already probably out of it. Last one I checked with, because I checked with Hitch too, because back when it was right near him. And the last message I got from him was he said that it was just a drizzle now. It's moving on to Louisiana. So I think they're all out of danger, at least with Sandy. Yeah, Gary's in Rockmont near Rome and Cartersville. Okay. Alrighty. I think he's not on here now, I don't think, but Charles Steed, I believe, is in Rome, Georgia. I don't know if you know him or not. He's on here occasionally. Wes Kleiber's down by Sandy. I'm not sure what part of Florida Wes moved to. And I know Carl Dawes is down there somewhere, and I'm not real sure what part he's in. But I don't think they're up in the Panhandle part. I think they might be, but I think they're down in either central or lower part of Florida. I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, we're wherever they're at, we hope that they're safe and not having to deal with Miss Sandy, the hurricane. So now, Jack, I don't know whether you guys can hear me. I don't know how good this mic picks up. He's back there doing the heavy breathing that usually precedes the snore. And when he starts doing that, you probably hear that. Just wears him out going to the mailbox. Yeah, I'll have to check because both Wes and Carl are friends of mine on Facebook. So I'll have to check to see where exactly they're at. Because I've never seen either one of them on here on the coffee sessions. They might be. Maybe they just watch and don't comment. But yeah, a lot of old Danville folks have moved to Florida, I guess. I'm just, Florida's cool. If you like the beaches and stuff, and who doesn't like the beaches with the white sand and all that? But that's just not me. I wouldn't want to live down there all the time. Especially when you're always you're having to worry about hurricanes and boarding up your house and leaving. And I don't want any part of that. I'd rather live here in Tornado Alley. Of course, like I said, I think it was like I want to say it was 2017, I think. I saw that I got a one of those memory things on Facebook where it reminded me of Hurricane Irma. That, of course, by the time it got up here, it was just a tropical storm, or I guess you still call it that. But yeah, I'm thinking, man, Atlanta's way, way inland from all of that. And that one, we had wind and driving rain and power. My power went out for, I don't know, 12 hours or something like that. Here's another local guy. How you doing, Doug? What's happening at the Career Center today? You didn't miss nothing because the first 5 minutes they were just trying to lip read. I'm sitting here yakking with my mic muted. I ought to do that the whole show one time, just see if y'all can tell what I'm saying. I will not do that again. I promise. Because I don't know what made me do that. I kept thinking, I guess it's because I just now realized that when I start up and I hit go live and I've got that background on there, the one that says the coffee sessions will be starting soon or whatever it says, my mic is still live. So I could actually talk right then. And I thought, well, I'm going to mute that. And then I know when you hit the intro video, it automatically mutes the mic and then unmutes it when the video ends. Well, I was thinking that if I muted it manually, that it would unmute it, and I forgot to look, and it didn't. So, my bad. Doug said he would be changing his batteries in his hearing aids. Yeah. George asked the question, how do the Southern Florida people deal with the oppressive humidity? I don't know. I don't know that their humidity is any worse than what it is here in Georgia, because maybe it is. I don't know. But maybe they have that we call it, the ocean breeze and stuff. Whereas here is some days it's just not a breath of breeze and just 70-80% humidity. It's air you can wear, or weather you can wear, or something is what they say. Brian says he'd take some of that rain in Nevada. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could send it out west out there. Man, that's such a mess out there. Hope they get all that taken care of pretty soon. All right, well, that was my little timer thing. So that means I need to go. No, I'm not going to go 5 minutes longer just because the first 5 minutes I was quiet. I'm going to go ahead and go now. So everybody have a good Tuesday, and we'll try to do this tomorrow. I'll try to remember not to mute that mic. And I can't believe it took so long for anybody to post, or unless those were just old comments, and maybe that's what it is, because y'all post them so far ahead of time. Yeah. Anyway, it's all good. I appreciate you hanging with me, drinking coffee with me, whatever you do while I'm yakking on you. But anyway, we're going to get out of here. We'll see y'all. Have a happy Tuesday.